In this video, I'm going to talk about posterior cervical spine surgery, what it is, why I'm going to have this procedure done, and how I'm preparing for it. I've looked on YouTube and just haven't found any real people talking about this. Just many surgeries, doctors, and animations. I'm going to do a series of videos in hopes that I can help others with a view from a regular person's perspective. I'll try and keep them short and straight to the point. Hello, and welcome to Jason's Random Discoveries. If you have been following my channel or not, I've talked about my chronic migraine and pain issues before in the past. Just recently, I had a CT scan of my cervical spine. It revealed something that nobody was aware of. Let me go back several years to bring this up to date. I had a severe work injury that tore up my right rotator cuff. I had 2 herniated discs in my spine. First, I had the rotator cuff surgery that fixed 2 out of the 3 tears. If the 3rd tear was fixed, I would not be able to lift my right arm or my right elbow above my shoulder. It was holding on by a thread. But if it was still bothering me, they would go back in and do the surgery and repair the 3rd tear. After several months of physical therapy, I was still in a lot of pain. This is when the doctor scanned my neck and they found 2 herniated discs. I went in for Anterior Cervical Discectomy and Fusion surgery, ACDF for short. This was performed in an incision that was on my neck near my throat. This approach, which involves removing the discs and fusing the bones together with bone grafts. This method is preferred because it allows the surgeon easier access to the spinal column without damaging the muscles in the neck or the spinal column. My ACDF surgery went as expected, and 3 of my discs were fused together. 2 bone grafts, a bracket, and 6 screws to permanently hold everything together. I went back to work in about 6 weeks. Now jump forward 1.5 years. I am starting to have trouble sleeping, and I am waking up often with neck and shoulder pain again. My migraines are happening more often. They're lasting longer, and they are more severe. I've dealt with this for several months now, and I've decided to have this looked into. So here we are, back at the CT scan results. The bracket and the screws look good, and they are all still in place. 1 fusion with the bone graft healed, and it is in place. The 2nd fusion apparently has the bone graft showing that it was completely dissolved and it is missing. There is just a black void. The hardware is what is holding my cervical spine together at the moment. So now I have to go in for a 2nd surgery. This one's going to be different. They can't access through my throat again. The new surgery that I have to go in for is a posterior cervical spine surgery. This surgery is going to be performed while I'm laying face down, and it will be accessed through the back of my neck. This approach offers direct access to the spinal column and the spinal cord. This involves splitting the muscle in the back of my neck, making it more challenging and intrusive to access my spinal column. Because of the first ACDF surgery and the hardware, the posterior approach through the back of my neck now has to be done. So, what have I already done to prepare for this surgery? I had to get pre-surgery medical clearance. This is a full blood and urinalysis lab work, chest x-ray, EKG, general doctor checkup and clearance, and insurance approval. This is what I am told to prepare for. My procedure is going to be outpatient. No hospital stay like some others may need. I was given instructions on what medication changes that I will need to make upcoming to and before my surgery date. I need to get a large button-up shirt to wear after my surgery and to wear on the way home. This is to make it more comfortable to get dressed and so there's nothing tight around my bandages or my neck. There may or may not be a neck brace after my surgery. There may or may not be a drainage tube and a bag after my surgery. I need to have plenty of ice packs at home and towels to wrap them in for comfort. I need to have plenty of ice cubes on hand for when I get home so I can have cool liquids to drink. And cold fluids are also helpful in staying hydrated after this surgery. I need to have several pillows or purchase a wedge for bed. These can be gotten on Amazon. I may also sleep in a recliner. That may be more comfortable than trying to get in and out of a bed or sleeping on this pillow wedge. I have purchased a wedge. I will give that a try. And I also do have a recliner, which was also helpful from when I had the ACDF surgery. If you do not have a recliner, you could buy these on Marketplace or Craigslist, etc. I have also heard that a zero gravity chair may be helpful, so you may want to also check that option out. I am not opting for that. I was also told to be prepared to change my own collagen bandages, and I need to get those on Amazon and have them ready. This is because there may be bleeding through the bandages or a blood bubble that I will have to remove the bandages to release that blood and replace the bandage with the new collagen bandage. Sounds gross. Pain medication will also be given after the surgery. They also tell me to have stool softeners ready. Some of the pain medications may cause constipation. I didn't have that problem with my ACDF surgery. Some people may have that problem with the pain meds, so be prepared for that. Have that on hand. Several short walks will need to be done when you get home. This is to prevent pneumonia. The anesthesia they give you will prevent spots in your lungs that you will have to get out of your lungs and cough out. Also, you need to do several short walks to prevent blood clots. So even though you're in pain, you need to get up and walk and drink plenty of fluids. This will also help if you have constipation issues. Home health is also going to come to my house to change out my bandages on the second day. This has never been done with my previous surgery, so this will be something interesting to talk about in a future video. Physical therapy and rehab will be needed after this surgery. Because they are cutting into the muscles in the back of my neck, it's going to be a painful recovery, so I'm told. Recovery from this surgery typically takes 2 to 3 months. A full recovery from this surgery may take up to 1 year. The question that may never get answered: how did one disc heal and one disc fully become dissolved? I guess this just happens. I just hope that this second surgery works so I don't have to go through this again. On a personal level, I am worried about this surgery because I am told that this is a painful recovery, and I am done with being in pain. I just want the pain to end. And as you can see in my previous videos, I'm done with the pain and I'm done with the migraines, and I am just done with pain. So from this point forward, I'm going to share my recovery from this surgery. You will see my journey as the days follow after my surgery. I hope my pre-surgery information was helpful to some. because like I said, I don't see any other information on YouTube. I will share any further information, if I get any, as it comes my way. And if you would like to subscribe to see my future videos coming after this, please subscribe. Thank you for watching, and welcome to Jason's Random Discoveries. Be safe, have a good day, have a good night. Thank you for watching.